In Trinidad, Tobago, and the Eastern Caribbean, it's exactly 2 o'clock.
Non-stop.
You're my number one DJ. Oh, my number one man. I can't lose with the songs you use. You get me up to dancing, get me on my way. Cheer me up with the latest, greatest hits of the day.
Welcome to the Ultimate Radio Show. Profile of TNT's hottest DJs. As determined by a stratified non-random opinion poll conducted during the first 2 weeks of May '89 by Needs. The 8 undisputed hottest DJs in Trinidad and Tobago in order of appearance this afternoon are Dr. Hyde, Nyabingi, Howie T, Starchild, Teddy, Chinese Laundry, General Grant, and King Papa Rocky. Profile of TNT's hottest DJs is dedicated to the men who pioneered disc jockeying in Trinidad and Tobago. The men whose dedication and excellent pursuits have made party DJing the glamorous profession it is today. Special mention to Mickey Roney and Big Man City of the early 60s. DJ Gabby and Billy Reese of the late 60s, early 70s. And from the late 70s, early 80s, the former wax wizard King Papa Rocky and the star child who grew up to be the Iceman, Rennie B. Profile of TNT's hottest DJs is coming to you with the best wishes of the Carib Brewery Limited. Brewers of Carib Lager Beer, Royal Extra Stout, Malta Carib and Carib Shandy.
Together for all to see the pride of our nation. Hey, we talking Carib, Carib. Move on with Carib. Carib. Move on. And move with the leader.
I'm Sookram, the ultimate selector, your host this afternoon. Leaving the turntables in the capable hands of the nation's 8 hottest DJs. Now winding up a successful North American tour. Introducing Starchild.
Hey, girl.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Well, crowd of people, if you think this one occurred by accident, you are wrong. Dead wrong. This one was on the dread of mafia.
Yet systematically in exact terminology. What's your cover about? Wallip, 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 wallip. Where you keep the man's skirt back? You never hear some me, mafia. Woman says she love by man, she no love by man, cause she don't love Jack.
segment, one of the hottest DJs of this era and a bright prospect for the future, Marandas Randa Aries, the Starchild. In the late 70s, radio personality Rennie Bishop used the sobriquet Starchild. How did you become the second Starchild?
I think I was a bit christened with it after Bishop had decided to get out of the DJ business and everything on the one, you know what I'm saying? And due to my speed and everything, it's what we say like seeing a comet flying through the sky or through the mid-air and everything. It's just that fast, you know. Starchild came about with being the fastest DJ in the Caribbean, not just in Trinidad and Tobago, but the Caribbean itself.
Quite impressive. But you were off to a fantastic start. You started off by winning a major competition.
Oh yeah, it was Fresh Fest, second Master Mixing Championship Nationals. That was judged by one of your own hosts and radio personalities, Elijah Chevalier there. It was a great night for me too, you see, because working all those earlier years, I think I worked my way up to that point and I really deserved it that much and I wanted it that bad, you know, and getting it felt real great, you know, after being a lot of good guys too. It was good. The feeling was beautiful, but I'll never forget that. That was 2 years ago.
Was it at Fresh Fest that Rennie christened you Starchild?
Oh no, Rennie christened me before that. He was saying, while I was hanging out at the studio at first, because I was following him up, you know, more or less. He was my main idol, and I said, he was saying like, boy, very soon you'll be next Starchild. So we both laughed it off and everything, and Chris, CB, you know, while coming out to the studio afterward, he said, Starchild, he just started to call me that just off the bat.
CB, the Godfather. Star, when did you take up DJing seriously?
Oh, well, in the year 1981, after one of my trips from New York, my cousin Tony and they were heavily into mixing. You know, they used to use 3 turntables, not 2. There were 3. And it wasn't like 1200 techniques, it was like SLD-Qs, SLD-1s and whatnot, you know, and it was just basic techniques, but it was 3. And it was at house jams, not big parties at poolsides and clubs and basements and everything. And I decided when I came back in 81, after the summer vacation, I wanted to get heavily into it. But it wasn't that heavily into it at that time because I was still at school, you know. And after eventually leaving school and everything, I decided, look, I'll go fully into this thing because I love music from then till now. My father was a DJ at first. I used to get a pat on my hands for interfering with this stuff. You know, it was really in the blood from then till now. Because, you know.
Well, coming from a family of DJs, the natural progression was for you to become a DJ. Was it?
One of my main dreams. But 2 out of 3 isn't bad, you see. I always wanted to do karate, I wanted to be a doctor, I wanted to be a DJ, right? And I was one of Trinidad's leading karatecas in Trinidad, you know what I'm saying? I reached 3rd grade purple belt, I was almost close to brown, getting into black, but I decided to follow up my music career a whole lot more. And being one of the #1 DJs in the country is great. #1 DJs in the Caribbean is great, so 2 out of 3 isn't bad, definitely.
This is a profile of TNT's 8 hottest DJs in this segment, Starchild.
Now when me was on the boy, my favorite ring game was this. Now all those people come back to your memories. Give me all this song. Whiny, 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 whiny. Too much. Give me no song.
Rock, 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 wine. Rock, 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 wine. Rock, 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 wine. Rock, 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 wine. If you bring your gal, come and get your front pan fire. If you bring your sister, come and get your front pan fire. You coulda bring Patsy, come and get your front pan fire. And a little sister, make get your front pan fire. Come here, rock, 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 wine. Rock, 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 wine. Come, rock, 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 wine. Rock wine.
Those who deal with vanity show no love for humanity shall fade away. Fade away.
This is the test. This is the test of you.
Being one of the nation's top disc jockeys must be very demanding, playing at so many parties throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago. How do you cope?
Well, it's easy for me because being a DJ in my sense, I'm a freelance disc jockey, not as a DJ who owns a system where you'll be committed to really basically one party. So I could freelance and have at least 2 gigs, one in North, one in South.
In your party preparation, what sort of music research you do?
Oh, well, basically more or less we read charts, billboard charts and whatnot, see what's hitting upstairs, up there and coming down. Then too, we have to cater for our public, our Trinidadian public, Trinidad and Tobago public, what they would like to hear more or less. And more or less they like to hear something closer to soca beat. That's where the reggae comes in. So even if we don't have a total influx of soca being made mid-year or through the year that you could jam soca onto soca every time, whether soca comes up for carnival, wherever it hit at that time we'll be able to play through the year. We find something that's close to the soca rhythm, which is the reggae, you see, and that's what's happening mid-year because they're producing a whole lot more. People really want to hear the soca. I love to do that. The youth are getting a bit into it, but it's just that we don't have a total influx of soca saying after carnival, that's it.
So the bottom line is we need to produce Calypso and soca records all year through. Star, what point do you want to get to in music?
Hopefully I'd like to get into radio. I've been working on that for quite some time now, and probably with the help of God and the right push and the right movements and a lot of hard more study that I'm doing right now, I'll get into it, hopefully in the near future.
In this segment of Profile of TNT's 8 hottest DJs, Starchild. Party DJing is quite a glamorous profession, but do you foresee as bright a future for party DJs or road disc jockeys in Trinidad and Tobago?
It has been there before I was here, and it will continue to be there after I'm gone. So I see no way that saying that road disc jockeys will stop. That party is going to cease. Never, ever. Not in Trinidad, I know for sure. You see, people need to enjoy themselves. They need a form of relaxation. They need that form of enjoyment. That leisure. And this is one of it. This is the mainstream itself, really and truly. So whether it be in different brackets, different groups, party definitely is it. So the road disc jockey will stay.
Being at the top of your business, you must have had many memorable parties. But is there a particular party that stands out as being the most memorable?
Oh, my most memorable party was one at Himalaya Club. I can't remember the exact date, but it was a party with Rennie himself. And on that night, it was really great because after Rennie had finished playing, it had about 4,000 or 5,000 people at Himalayan Club. After he had finished from about 2 o'clock, he called me and said, time to sign on. Come and jam with me, you know what I'm saying? And I was shocked because seeing this little dude who's about just 17 to 18 years of age just there hanging out, 18 years as a matter of fact, hanging out there with Rennie, who was just, everybody's idol and everything else, and people screaming. I was scared like heck, you see. My heart was beating at 1 million. The rate was up to 1 million and everything. So I decided I'd take a chance. He said, don't be scared, go ahead.
Can you remember that first record you played?
Yeah, Predominant. Can never forget that. It was Predominant by King Kong. It was a rage. And people went crazy, boy. And after that, I just relaxed and the party went into a serious groove and he was smiling and everybody was happy. And I started to enjoy myself. And from then on, it was just,
Star, it has been a pleasure having you on Profile of TNT's 8 hottest DJs. Your advice to aspiring young DJs?
Work very hard. Listen to John Public himself, because they have you where you are today, or they will be putting you in the spot, you see. And whatever they want, always try to give it to them, because they would have you in the position that you would desire, you see.
And the general public?
Stay away from drugs, no matter what anybody said to you. Always keep away from that. And once in a while, take a good read in your good Holy Bible, you know what I'm saying? It works. It works. The big man is up there and he's above and it works. Sookram, it was nice being with you on the one here.
Miranda's Rhonda Aries, the Starchild, on Profile of TNT's 8 hottest DJs.
of the figure. Me chatting no stop. Let me hot. They coming in a show. Now it's a me come in and dance all. Now it's a me come in and dance all. Tiger. Yeah, what's up dance all again?
Wait a minute, this is the wrong record.
Sorry is all that you can say. Years go by and still the words don't come easily. Like sorry. Hey baby, even though you break my heart, I still love you, and I always will. Sorry is all that you can say. Years go by and still the words don't come easily. Like sorry.
Yo, Dre, how much time we got left on this tape? About a couple of minutes. Well, let me bust a freestyle in. All right, go ahead.
Hey baby, even though you break my heart, I still love you, and I always will. Like sorry.
Winner of Fresh Fest 2, 87, Fresh Fest 3, 88, and now winding up a successful North American tour. The Starchild, making way for a special tribute to the original Starchild. This is a profile of TNT's hottest DJs, with the kind compliments of the Carib Brewery Limited, brewers of Carib Lager Beer, Royal Extra Stout, Malted Carib, and Carib Shandy.
Your Carib has the fire of a brand new day. The passion for people to move on. With a taste so crisp and clear. That's why people everywhere keep demanding their Caribbean. By building a nation all together. Carib quality and taste always there. Rising like the power of our people, moving the leader,
You're listening to a profile of TNT's hottest DJs, dedicated to the men who pioneered disc jockeying in Trinidad and Tobago, the men whose dedication and excellent pursuits have made party DJing the glamorous profession it is today. Special mention to Mickey Roney and Big Man City of the early 60s, DJ Gabby and Billy Reese of the late 60s and early 70s, and from the late 70s and early 80s, the former wax wizard King Papa Rocky, and the Starchild who grew up to be the Iceman, Rennie B.